called a great call right there, and I was able to read it. It's a play they run a lot, so able to read it. And I'm happy it showed up on tape, so we could catch on to it before it happened in the game and have it make a play on it.
He's just talking about the defense. You guys pitched a shutout in the second half. Offense was sputtering a little bit, obviously, compared to what we've seen from them all season. For you guys to be able to hold it down the way you guys did, what stood out the most, what worked the most, and how did it feel to have a performance like that?
I would say it felt great. I think having a type of offense that we have, I think everyone talks about the offense a lot. So being able to have an exceptional game that we played on defense, still a few things that we got to correct. Actually, a lot of things to correct, but just being able to put that on tape and on display, is definitely good for us.
How important was it to have a game like that after what happened with Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago?
It was good. We're not concerned about Georgia Tech. We got everything in front of us, so it wasn't really we're happy we bounced back, from that game. We go 1-0, so we're just happy we were able to, do what we wanted to do, today against Wake Forest.
What were the messages from Coach Guidry? What were the messages, or what did he talk to you guys about, and what adjustments did you guys make in the second half?
We didn't really make any, too many adjustments. They were just running, certain plays that were, going into what Coach Guidry was calling. He called, a hell of a game, and he was calling plays that I was like, oh my gosh, that was a perfect call right here. That was a perfect call right there. Just playing right into our hands. So, just all credit to him, his film study, making sure not only the coaches are dialed, but then now it goes down to the players that we're all dialed for the.
And there were a couple plays, I think the touchdown they had where Micah Mays got behind you guys, and there was one I think where maybe there was some confusion where I think it was you and maybe Daryl Porter both moving with a man in motion, if I remember right. You guys talked, the coaches said you guys were working on communication during the bye week. Was that kind of have to be reiterated on the sideline today?
That's 2 out of 70-something plays, you know what I'm saying? So I think with that play that happened, given regards to that deep ball, we knew that play was coming, we just got to over-communicate it so everyone plays it, but we saw that play on tape. But yeah, just to reiterate, that's 2 out of 70-something plays that we had miscommunications, and I think the 4th down play, they ran the ball, we still got lined up, so we're going to reiterate communication, not based off those plays, but based off our standards and defense.
What's the challenge in going from whatever the offense you faced in Wake today to next week? Kyle McCourty's, I think today on almost 500 yards passing. They're going to air it out. So what's the challenge in trying to adapt and go from week to week?
I would say it's the same challenge every week. We go against a team like Florida that they heavy run and play action, but then we got to play a team like USF who spreads the ball wide, and then they run all those different switch verts. So it's the same challenge every week. We got to go in, start Sunday, and prepare for a team like you said. Kyle McCourty, I know he threw 500 yards, but that's a hell of a quarterback. Came from a really good school before, and he's been building off of what he did last year. He's doing at Syracuse right now. So just continue to elevate the standard. The defensive back room, but just the whole team and the defense.
Meesh, this is your 6th year in college football.
Yes.
It's pretty cool, and you're only your 1st year at Miami. What's the senior experience been like for you here after 5 years there? And I have a follow-up. What's it been like this year?
To answer your question, it's been great. It's been great. Ever since I got here in January, Coach Cristobal, Coach Guidry, them expressing how much they wanted me, and they saw this vision before I could even see. I knew we were going to be a good team, but you never know how it's all going to play out, and that's just credit to the staff who believed in me and believed in the vision that they have, and it's coming to fruition right now.
Also, that first I was there at that Florida game when you had a pick there, and you didn't say you were going to run the table, but remember when you said we're going to win the next 16 or something?
Oh yeah, the number on it.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is to know that you still have a chance to get to the title game, and I know you were in it last year.
Right.
What does that mean to you, and what's that like knowing that?
It seems like I'm pretty standing good on that statement I made. We got everything in front of us right now. I think we can still go about the 16 games we have left. So good to know that my prediction is following right now. But we got to keep it up and stay dialed in.
How much does it help that you were in a national championship game? Does that help you at all?
A little bit, but I think the biggest thing is just for us focus on just going 1-0. That's the biggest thing for us is focus on 1-0, and we'll be good from there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Meesh, I'm watching you return that pick 6, and you know what? You pull anything like that over at the NFL scouting combine, you're going to be playing for something. How did it feel for you that as you had that run in full speed, the excitement of being able to get a pick 6 at a time when the team really needed it, And this is a good way, you know, there are a lot of scouts here in the press box that are watching you make it look like this. And you're getting quality film time in addition to the road to a national championship.
Right, I just say that's all credit to God, him just putting me in a sense, a moment like that, where guys are watching, you're saying scouts are watching, fans are watching. I think the biggest thing is my mom, my dad, my sister, they got to watch that. That's the big thing for me, them being able to see that. And I would say, yeah, all glory to God, and it was just great to be able to put that on display. I can't really hear the fans when I'm running. It sounds like, you don't really hear a lot when you're running, but I just made sure I didn't get caught. We got a lot of fast guys in Florida, so if they would have saw me get caught, they wouldn't let me live it down. So I just made sure I didn't get caught.
Mish,
Last question for
Mish, make a play, and you got to dance. You danced a lot today. Being able to have a couple more games of football left this year, are we going to see more big plays? And if so, can you teach me how to Dougie?
Oh, I would say, yeah, not a couple, several games, not a couple. Couple means only 2, so we got several games left to play. And most definitely plays will be made, and I'll make sure I'll show you some dance moves.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mish.
Okay.
Thank you.